Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And folks, we are underway on Monday Night Prime Time.
Down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
The Cardinals had 6 and 9 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big Ace. Hey.
Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Let's go. 2-2. I know some. One more. Deuce. Let's go. Hey, shift. 2-2.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Irving. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 46, here's second and a yard.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A.J. Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So from the 37, here's a second and 8.
Murray going to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here's a second and 8.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Easy.
Here's Murray. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
Deuce. What?
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Come back. Hey! Stop.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
180!
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Running the toss to Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really...
And got his man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Biggest.
To throw is Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. That's complete to McBride. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
That's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been
tugging it quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is indeed good. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down. Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete here.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mayfield now.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll take, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield as the 1st half is winding down. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Finding room at midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And again, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he has it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka from 6 yards away. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Ready, ready.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
The Buccaneers field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Murray going to throw.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play fake. Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First and 10 at the
So from Buccaneer
42-yard line.
territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Murray.
Open man here is Benson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Murray again. It's complete to Diggs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
To number 7, Bucky Irving. A gain of 14. And the Buccaneer first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Mayfield. And intercept. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those, so you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for Tampa Bay,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining.